Ready, set, go. United Supermarkets Game Time starts now.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week 7 of the United Supermarkets Game Time. I'm Eliav Gabai. He's Corey Mose. Corey, we continue to keep our friends at home on their toes.
Oh, that's for sure, Eliav. I mean, one week we're in the apartment, the next week we're back here. Heck, one week we may be in your living room. Just wait. You never know what's going to happen in game time.
You should be so lucky, but that's for sure. One thing that we do every time, though, we start with our game of the week.
It's time for Market Street's Game of the Week.
Our Game of the Week reporter, Jonathan Polasic, is out at Grande Stadium for Midland Lee's homecoming game against Benton. Jonathan, good to see you again, man. How does it feel to be back?
Well, I'm refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to go. I'm ready to get back into some football. But if you were a fan of offense, you might have wanted to stay away from this first quarter. It looked like Benton wanted to play some ball control offense, and that's pretty much what they did. Lee was held to only 3 points in that first quarter, but the second quarter was an entirely different story. Lee busted the game wide open with a couple of touchdowns. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at those highlights. Benton coming to Grande Stadium to take on Lee. It's homecoming for Lee. Here we'll start with Benton, the quarterback Riley Madden. He's looking, and who does he find? Nobody on his team. Instead, it's Finley Higgins for Lee, and he'll take it back for a nice return. Now it's Lee's turn to find some offense. The quarterback Mikey Serrano, he drops back, he steps forward, he launches one. Who does he find? Michael Valles for the first touchdown of the game. That would put Lee up 11-0 after the 2-point conversion. Here we go, Lee again. It's Serrano again. He fakes the give and he takes it left, and he'll find nothing but open grass and the end zone for another touchdown. This time, Lee would go up 19-0. Benton now driving towards the end of the first half. Riley Madden lets one go, but it's broken up. Jalon Robertson, the only thing he's missing is the Matumbo finger wag. Lee would lead 19-0 at half. Let's go ahead and hear from Coach Hartman after the game. Now, your offense started off kind of slow, seemed to bog down in that first quarter, only scoring 3 points. How were you able to turn it around in that second quarter and kind of blow the game wide open?
Well, number one, we had to get the ball. You know, we stopped them a lot, but we fumbled a punt return, and then we got a roughing the kicker. So we kind of kept giving them the ball. I don't know how. Sometimes when your offense is on the sideline so long, they can't ever get any rhythm. But, you know, it's a team football game, and one time you hold somebody to 7 points and score 26 is a pretty good night.
Well, congratulations on the win again, Coach.
Thank you
Good luck
very
the
much.
rest of the season.
Appreciate you.
Now, the game got a little chippy in the second half, and the Lee offense bogged down once again, but they did just enough to pull away and come out on top. Your final from Grande Stadium, Midland Lee 26, Benton 7. Corey and Eliav, back to you.
Thank you, Jonathan. And Corey, I already know Lee is thinking about next week's game versus Permian.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, that's how Hartman works. But before Permian faces the Rebels, they took on the other Rebels from Tascosa in Amarillo. Now, the Rebels, well, they would actually win the toss here and defer to the second half. So you know what that means? The Panthers had the ball first and were in trouble on their own goal line. Harper Terry under pressure, nearly sacked for a safety, but he makes matters worse and throws a pick six for the first points of the game. Rebel coaches call for a 2, and they get the 2-point conversion, 8-0 Tascosa. Ensuing kickoff, Tascosa will boot one all the way down the field into the hands of Taryn Lemuel, who catches it on the run, and that's when the Rebels knew they were in trouble. Taryn gets past midfield and is knocked out inside the 40, but penalties will start a drive for the Panthers, and they wouldn't capitalize. Next Tascosa possession, Logan Nance will get the pitch, swipe off a defender, and then can someone say spin move as he struts down the sideline for what looked like a TD. But the rest would throw a flag and call it back, and that didn't really matter because this man Nance was going to get into the end zone one way or another as he supermans his way to the pylon, and this time the touchdown counts as Tascosa goes up 15-0 and eventually wins this game 40-18.
All right, now let's see how Midland Christian handled number 1 Parish at home. The Mustangs and Panthers ready for some Friday night fun, and in the first drive of the game, Parish showed why they're number 1 tough. TD by Youngblood, great control. But then Obviously, the Mustangs, they got to get back in it. They strike as a team this time. QB River Rodriguez keeps it, almost doesn't make it until his squad wills him into the end zone. Come on, let me just shake that off real quick, shake off the dust. MCS converts 2 points and goes up 8-7, but Paris finishing with a miracle play. They score to give them momentum going into the second quarter. The final, Paris survives Midland Christian, 34-32. My gosh, you already know the Mustangs are going to stay hungry no matter what, Corey, and only a 2-point loss?
It's so close.
Oh,
it's so close. But, Elliot, you know, I'm still hungry for some more highlights.
All right.
So let's see what we got after the break.
Hey guys, we are Taryn and Harper from Permian. You're watching Game Time on Newswest 9. Go Mojo!
Welcome back to Game Time. Corey, we had some 6A Thursday night action too.
Yeah, which was kind of weird since, you know, no one says Thursday night lights, it's Friday night lights, but lights are lights, I guess. And that's what Midland High was under last night as they took on Lubbock Monterey, and the Dogs from Midland High were looking for their first win of the season, as was Lubbock Monterey as they face off against each other. But 5 minutes into this game, you wouldn't have known Monterey didn't have a win this season. On their first drive, Ja'Cory Mooring finished it off with a 12-yard TD, 7-0 Monterey. To end the first quarter, Kyshawn Harris took matters into his own hands and joined in on the fun as he gets a block, turned on the Jets for a 30-yard touchdown, 21-0 Plainsman. But Midland refused to get shut out in the second half thanks to Tecumseh Williams spinning his way across the goal line to put some points on the board for the Dogs. But those points just weren't enough, Eliab, as Midland High loses this one 56-28.
All right, well, moving on to Odessa High taking on Lubbock Coronado. There's Mississippi State commit Coronado QB Sawyer Robertson. And now they're not going to waste any time getting into the action. First drive of the game, Robertson, he scrambles a little bit, but then finds the end zone with his legs. Coronado up 7-0, and the cheerleaders, of course, they got to love that. Now, Broncos ball, first pass, and it's intercepted. Unfortunately, that led to another Coronado TD, but still in the first quarter, and Robertson going right back to work, drops back, finds his man wide open for the score. Coronado was feeling the momentum, and they ended up taking down Odessa High 49-0. Well, tough losses, but I know our man Dana Morris will brighten our night.
Oh, for sure, man, because he always brightens our day. You
Oh,
see
come
what I
on,
did
man.
there? What are scores looking like around West Texas, Dana?
Well, guys, let's take a look and see what we have scoreboard-wise. Get that pulled up. Now, I saw a couple blowouts, but a couple close games as well. Alpine falling just 2 touchdowns short to Perryton. Coahoma, that was more of the blowout, 68-22 falling to Idalou. Go and switch to the next page here. Crane against Odessa Compass. This is the game that I was just unfortunate to even have to say. I mean, when you play football, you play to win, and that is not how you do it. 91-0. And then a close game right here, Brownfield edging out Kermit. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Dana. Corey, it's obviously a special day. Game 5 of the NBA Finals going on right now. Lakers are in the lead. We know this. Purple gold, come on.
Go Lakers.
Let's give me a hoop.
All right,
We're going to go with a ball this time. See what's good.
Oh, there we go.
Money.
Buckets, baby. Hey, do the
Money.
little 3 like Melo, you know what I'm saying?
walking off.
But let's see if Andrews stayed hot against Canyon tonight. And Andrews, well, they had a hard task with covering Eagles receivers, especially with the athleticism from Joe Shaw as he catches the screen pass and finesses his way for a couple extra yards there close to the first down. But while the Eagles were throwing the ball in the air, the Mustangs were running the ball on the ground with Romero Lopez Jr. gashing the defense for the first down. That would set up this sensational play here by Luke Armendariz, who uses some ballerina balance to stay on his feet and skedaddles his way to the end zone for the first Andrews touchdown of the night. Andrews would eventually lose this game, though, to Canyon 45-24. Now, the Mustangs, well, they're so good every year. Maybe not tonight, but they are a really good program. Ralph Mason has that program humming.
Always. And as they say, Corey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and don't change the channel. That's also part of the saying, at least for tonight. Game Time is coming right back.
We are the cheerleaders from Odessa, and you're watching Game Time on Newswest 9.
Welcome on back to Game Time. Now we're going to jump right into the Monahans Lobos first district game for Snyder. Now, come on now, Lobo Nation came out to support their squad. Kids having fun. First quarter, a little slant route for Samarius Cooley. Now that turns into a foot race, and Corey, let's wave together. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
A long run for the
Adios.
touchdown. Monahans up 7-0, and you know they're feeling it. But Lobos with the ball again. This time it's a keeper. He finds his way into the end zone for another Lobos touchdown. Monahans now up 14-0. Second quarter, Snyder quarterback Hunter Stewart is pressured, manages to find Mason Haynes wide open. He stumbles his way across the goal line. Tigers are on the board, but Monahans dominant, 46-7, a first district win.
Wow, from the Lobos to the Buffaloes we go as Stanton is back home. Lubbock Roosevelt starts the first quarter wreaking havoc on defense with an interception by Trace Weller to give the Eagles some momentum. Then Jonathan Ribeiro takes a toss and got caught by the turf monster here as he slips his way to the first down. And Stanton, well, they would eventually finally get their offense going with Austin Pute cutting back on this run up the middle. He'll gain eventually around 20 yards to spark this Buffalo offense, but the offense wasn't sparked enough as Stanton would lose this one 28-18.
And we haven't checked in on Ira Ann in a while, Corey, so let's see how the Braves did against Plains. Senior Javier Hernandez taking the field as captain of Ira Ann, and they're kicking an onside kick, recovering it, but after turnover on downs, unfortunately, Corey, the ball is going to go to the Cowboys, and Tyler Vargas, remember that name, does the rest, taking it in for Plains, making it 8-0 in the first, and then Braves coming up short on yardage one more time, and Tyler Vargas leads the way to another Cowboys touchdown, 16-zip after the first, turnover on downs, Cowboys ball, when you guessed it, Tyler Vargas fakes a handoff, keeps it for another Cowboys TD. Plains wins 56-24. And no matter the score, though, Ira Ann always has one of the most beautiful backdrops in high school football.
And we have one of the most beautiful social media men in the market. Dana, how's it going?
All right, guys. So when it comes to social media, you know I love to pull my favorite plays from Texas high school football, the hashtag. And I've been pulling a lot of, admittedly, touchdown passes and touchdown picks because, I mean, that's what I do. I used to play wide receiver. But this week I had to show some running back love. So let's go and start with Huntsville. This guy's going to catch a little pitch, and I just love this little speed burst. And weren't there 3 guys there trying to tackle him? Sheds them. Easy. Next play. Halfback pass. Madden. Nope. Let's just tuck it and run. He's going to go in and whoop. And he's all the way for 6. And then, guys, you know I had to finish with a touchdown pass to the big man. This guy's got a little meat on his bones, but hey, that doesn't stop the touchdown catch. Beauty. What do you guys think?
Oh, come on now. Nothing wrong with the thick boys. Come on. We're not bad. We're not bad.
Hey, skinny guys are winning, though, if we're being honest.
Okay. Well, if you're a receiver, sure. Okay. I don't know about you, Corey, but coming up is my favorite part of the show.
And it's most definitely mine, too. And we'll get y'all involved at home like always. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, it's David Seibert and Grant Higgins from Midland Trinity, and you're watching Game Time on News West 9.
Okay, I get it. All right, y'all want top plays. But first, we got to check in on these final scores, all right?
All right,
Dana?
All right, guys, I'll try to make it quick. Let's round out these West Texas scores. We got Seminole falling to Lubbock Estacado by a touchdown, 49-42. Forsan putting a hurting on Colorado City, 43-6. Got one more page here. Buena Vista falling short to Grady, 58-22. That's a 5-touchdown difference. And Grand Falls Royalty getting smoked by Fort Davis, 62-18. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dana. Even though you're a little mean, it's okay. We still love you. All right, Corey. Top plays have become even better because of the competition.
Yeah, Elioff. So here's how it works, all right? We're about to show you 3 of our favorite plays. Then we're going to post them onto Twitter, and that's where we need y'all, all right? Go to News West 9 Sports and vote on what you think should be our big-time play.
All right, let's get it. Top play time. Oh, hey. First top play, the Mustangs getting into it. QB River Rodriguez keeps it, almost doesn't make it, but his squad pushes him, literally pushes him into the end zone and then dust it off, my man. There you go, there you go.
That. And our second play, a little slant right here from Samarius Cooley. He turns into a foot race, and you can say bye, 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 or the instinct,
bye,
you know
bye.
what I'm saying? Yeah, a long run there for the touchdown.
There you go, and now Andrews getting it. And a third appearance in the top plays already. Luca Menderes, you thought he was brought down. You thought, spins out of it. TD. Gotta love it. All right.
Yes, sir.
A good tough go for them.
Say, man, y'all got a tough decision here to figure out who's going to win this big-time play. And to do that, remember, to vote for our big-time play, just head to News West 9 Sports on Twitter, and we'll reveal the winner on Tuesday.
You gotta love it. And after you, sir, as we head out, if
you.
you weren't able to catch our coverage of tonight's game, go to newswest9.com. You got highlights, you got interviews, everything you want. But in 10 minutes, we got overtime, social media, website. We'll see you there.